Hello everyone, welcome once again to Brandao Collection. Today, joining us for another vlog as we journey down to the New Jersey Comic Fest, Garden State Comic Fest I should say, down at the Jersey Gardens Mall in Elizabeth, New Jersey. So driving down there to go to one of the first of the bigger conventions I've been to this year, now that things are starting to open up a bit, so very excited to check it out. It looks like there's going to be a decent amount of comic book vendors there, so looking to pick up some great back issues today, and then just take a look and see what other type of artists and celebrities are there. There actually is another person from Batman the Animated Series who is going to be there. Lauren Lester, who played Robin and Nightwing, he's going to be there as well, so I brought that Batman signed vinyl cover again like we had the last time that we went on a journey, so we have that as well. So very excited to check it out, see what they have there. What we'll do is we'll take a look at the different vendors, see what we pick up, and go from there. So join us on this journey as we go in there, and we'll check it out. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome back, everyone. We are on our way back home right now from the Garden State Comic Fest. We had a very successful trip. bought a lot of different comic books, got some good key books, got our autograph on our Batman the Animated Series vinyl. As well, so what we're actually going to do is we're going to head home, and then we're going to get a close-up angle and go through each of the books that we picked up today. So keep on watching, and we'll go through each of those books. Hello everyone, welcome back. Now that we are back home, what we wanted to do is actually go through and showcase specifically the different comic books that we picked up at the Garden State Comic Fest. I actually picked up around 20 new comic books as part of today's haul, so very excited to see and show off what we got here. So the first thing we actually got is right here. This Vampirella comic book. This one was actually an exclusive cover there to Garden State Comic Fest. You can see their logo down there at the bottom. This was given out as part of their VIP bag if you were a VIP with them. So this was just something that was included in the bag for free as part of that ticket. Just something nice and something exclusive specifically to the convention. Now going into the books that I actually picked up. One of the runs that I personally collect is the initial kind of Infinity Saga and the initial appearances of Thanos in the Marvel Comics. So as part of that run, there were a couple issues of Warlock that I was missing from my collection, so picked up a couple of those issues. The first one here being issue number 9. So there we have it right there. Nice cover. First appearance of this brand new outfit for Warlock and his premiere series. Other than number 9, we also got number 10. See Thanos right there on the side. Nice copy. Then we have number 11. Number 12. And all these are in pretty great condition. Number 14. And then the last of these Warlocks, number 15. So there we go. Those were the ones that were missing from my collection as of right now, so picked up those issues just to fill that particular gap. I really like this particular issue, especially with Thanos kind of hovering there over Warlock's shoulder there. It's really, really cool cover, this number 15. And you even got Gamora on there as well. So other than these Warlock pieces, the other one that was missing was right here. Captain Marvel number 34. So it was just another random issue that was missing from my collection at this time. That's part of that particular run of the initial kind of Infinity Saga and initial appearances of Thanos and that kind of cosmic side of Marvel. So the next one we actually got was something I've been looking for a while. And especially it's been picking up a bit more, especially with WandaVision earlier this year. And that is going to be Avengers number 186, which is first appearance of Chthon, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. You can actually see the Darkhold on the cover as well. So there's been a lot of kind of heat going on with this particular book and anything that's surrounding it, especially with the popularity of WandaVision earlier this year. So picked up a nice kind of high-grade copy of this book. Next one here is another one that's actually been picking up a lot of steam recently. And that right here is X-Men number 4, the Jim Lee X-Men. First appearance of Omega Red. So I haven't heard anything if he's going to show up in anything in the future projects. I know that Marvel has the X-Men in the future. We'll see what happens, but I know this particular book has been kind of shooting up recently, just from being a popular character in the comic books. And it's a great cover as well. So next we'll actually go into the Spider-Man comics that I picked up. First one here. Amazing Spider-Man 299. Now, there's a lot of controversy that goes around this issue. Now, of course, if you were to CGC the book that says is the first appearance of Venom, that's going to be Amazing Spider-Man number 300. However, if you were to ask Todd McFarlane which book he feels is the first appearance of Venom, he's going to say that it's this book right here, 299. So it's kind of going back and forth, but it is important to kind of have both of those issues in your collection if you are a very big Spider-Man fan, and especially if you're a big Venom fan. So I was surprised I never actually had this one in my collection until now, but finally excited, found it for a good price, went around and kind of figured out what everybody was selling it for, different booths, but found a good one right at the end of the day, so pick this one up. Next one, just kind of going through and picking up appearances of the different Spider-Men. Here we go. We have first Scarlet Spider. Now, it is not the first Ben Reilly, but is the first appearance of the title of Scarlet Spider. So here in his own series, in his own storyline. And a great cover too, with him prominent right there in the front. Next one here, these two are just kind of some other kind of random books to fill in some gaps. This is more part of kind of the storylines with the symbiotes and all the stuff kind of leading up to the initial appearances of Carnage. So especially with the new Venom movie this year, there's a lot of heat kind of going on when it comes to the symbiote stuff and the Venom and Carnage stuff. So I wanted to pick up some particular issues that I'm missing from the collection. So we have right here 345 of Amazing Spider-Man. You even got Venom right up there on the top of the page. And another issue that kind of fills in the gaps there is number 359. So as we get closer to kind of the end of the items that we picked up this weekend, next thing we have here is another key book. And that is Black Panther number 1 from 1998. Now, I picked up this one just because there's been a lot of kind of speculation on this book growing and growing, because they announced that Okoye, the head of the Dora Milaje, in Black Panther, is going to get her own series or be a prominent figure in a series for Wakanda. And this is her first appearance along with the Dora Milaje, who did show up in Falcon and the Winter Soldier as well. Will show up, of course, in the future Wakanda projects. And this is also first appearance of Zuri, too, from the Black Panther film. So this is a couple different first appearances, and information from there. So excited to pick that one up, especially a newsstand version as well. Another book that kind of goes with some future MCU projects, something that's heating up, and a movie that's coming out later this year in 2021. Finally got this for a good price. And that is The Eternals. So here we have Eternals #1, the first appearance of the Eternals themselves. We have that movie coming out in November of 21. So wanted to have this one in the collection. It is a pretty decent copy. It presents pretty well, especially there on the cover. But happy to have this one in the collection now, after searching for a good amount of times to get a good deal. Next one, kind of jumping back to the WandaVision stuff. There we have the Vision and the Scarlet Witch #12, which is actually the birth of Billy and Tommy, the twins of Vision and Wanda, which did show up in the WandaVision TV show. So here we have the first appearance with a couple other characters who didn't show up in the show, but is a great cover, is a great issue, and something that I wanted to add to the collection after the show. Now, these last few items are more modern books, but they are some books that are starting to get hotter and hotter. First one here is America #1, the first solo series of America Chavez, who is going to be showing up in the MCU at some point. I know that she will show up coming soon, so this book is starting to grow and grow in popularity just because she is presented to show up sometime in the near future. Next one we have here is Vote Loki #1, just in preparation for the brand new Loki TV show on Disney Plus, which premieres on June 9th. So this cover, it looks almost exactly to the way that they're presenting him in some of the shots and promotional materials for the show. We'll see where in the show he has this particular look. It does see that we have it at some point in the show, but we have here the cover that they're using that reference tool off of. It's a great cover, got it in a nice grade, high grade here, and got it for a nice deal. Right, literally the last comic I actually bought right as I was leaving the show. I saw a comic vendor right there, and I grabbed it, and got it a good deal. And then the final book here right here is our Thor #1 variant. Just a really great looking cover. I actually have a few friends that have this cover. As soon as they showed it to me, I knew I had to have it in my collection as well. Of course, another book that is growing and growing on all the different types of variants for this particular issue, just because Jane Foster is going to be showing up in the next Thor movie as Thor. So here being the first appearance of Jane Foster as Thor, this is an issue that you can kind of have in all different types of the variants and really have something that's growing and growing and being hotter and hotter in the market every single day. And those were all of the different items that we picked up at the Garden State Comic Fest this past weekend. It was a great time being back in fellow company with other comic collectors, being able to look back through those long boxes, be able to look at the wall books, make some great deals, and of course, most importantly, make some great connections with fellow collectors. So really excited to see what will happen in the future as conventions slowly start to reopen, and we have some of those really bigger ones starting to upcome in the future. As always, if you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification to be notified when we post new content. We have some very exciting things upcoming in the future, including our countdown to 500 subscribers. So stay tuned as we have that exciting content for you. And as always, keep on collecting.